A little boy who is born has to make a leap that a female, the little girl, doesn't have to make. For both come from the womb of their mother. Both are nourished by their mother. Both experience that loving mama-baby eye contact, a language that cannot even be spoken. There is an attachment that is divine and God-given. But that boy at a certain age has to break away from that. And he has to attach himself to the masculinity of his daddy. He's got to grab hold to the man's side. That's quite a leap.
Men, we gotta do better. Train your sons. Stop leaving it to the woman to do what the man is supposed to do.
Oh, I get it. It's a man thing. It's a man thing.
Stop letting the feminine creature attempt to train a masculine creature. It is your responsibility. Don't get me wrong. Are women doing an awesome job out of necessity of having to be both father and mother in situations where they are left alone to raise their son or sons? Yes, they are doing an awesome job raising our sons out of necessity. But make no mistake about it, that's exactly what they're doing. They are raising our sons. And raising our sons is totally different from what the Bible asks us to do. The Bible asks us to train up a child in the way they should go. Train up a child in the way they should go.
This is a man thing, isn't it? It's a man thing.
Yeah, baby, it's a man thing, Gina.
You see, to raise a child, all you simply need to do is provide food, clothing, shelter, and protection. But to train a man to be a man, it takes a little bit more. It's going to take some time and effort to go back and rescue our sons from this perverted generation where they are constantly trying to recruit our young men into a feminine regime, where they are telling us to get more in touch with our feelings or to become emotionally intelligent. You see, when we shuck our responsibilities and we pass the buck off to our women to do something that we're supposed to do, and they have to raise our sons, you end up with a world full of feminized women, feminized men that look more like women than actually masculine creatures, which they were designed to be. Like I said, make no mistake about it, our women are doing a wonderful job filling in the gap, trying to do their best to raise our sons. But what they're also doing in the process is passing on a bunch of emotional characteristics and traits that are going to hurt our men in the long run, and we're seeing evidence of that now.
You can't submit to femininity even if they're not homosexual, effeminate. But that boy at a certain age has to break away from that, and he has to attach himself to the masculinity. He's got to grab hold to the man's side. Now, if dad is not there, or if dad is weak, the boy in many cases can't make the shift. See, because for him to be whom God would have him to be, she can't teach him that, because she ain't never been there. That's why you men are so important. That's why you need to be in place and you need to be strong.
Don't get it twisted. A mother plays a big part in the balance that it takes to create a family in which God designed and orchestrated for us to have. You see, a mother can provide that emotional, nurturing love and care. A mother by nature is always going to show a certain amount of love and support for that boy, even when he makes mistakes, even in his shortcomings, even in his dysfunctions. She's going to provide a safe space for him to be able to be that way with love and no backlash and no discipline. And to that mother, she'll always be his baby. I don't care if he's 20, 30, or 40. To that mother, that son will always be his baby, not taking into account that while he's always your baby, despite his shortcomings, despite the fact that he quits and he gives up on things, he's got to go out and be somebody else's man. And so men, by passing off our responsibility to our women, we are putting somebody else's daughter through pure hell, because she has to deal with a man who has been raised by an emotional creature instead of being trained by a man to be a leader for her.